If you're a young man or woman, specifically more for the young men, it's very important for you to be obsessed over something, a craft, a dream, a vision, a goal, a big dream, a big vision. Whether it be for yourself or, more selflessly for your family or whatever your dream or vision is, right? It's very important that you have something that consumes your life, like a business, an enterprise. If you're the artsy fartsy type, you're the artist guy who, likes his craft beer and makes music. It's very important, whether you're on the artsy fartsy side or the more suit side, like I am, since I'm deeply entrenched in business, specifically family business. It's very important you become obsessed with something. Have an obsession that consumes the majority of your time, because I think it's one of the best coping mechanisms when something personal happens to you. In my previous video of, what was it? Yeah, I titled it, well, what are you willing to sacrifice for your dreams? I believe is the title of the previous video I made. I kind of touched on this point a little bit, but I wanted to make a whole video about it because I really think it's important. I was thinking about it while driving. You have to be obsessed with the craft. You have to be obsessed with the business. You have to be obsessed with an art form. Anything. It doesn't matter if it's stupid, it might not be stupid to you, but something other people perceive as stupid, but you truly love it, or you truly, find it meaningful, or a vision, a dream, a goal, or objective worth it consuming your life. The reason it's so important is because, like right now, I'm going through heartbreak of a relationship of 6 years, right? Feels like crap, you know what I mean? A lot of bullshit, a lot of headaches, it's a lot of stress, it's a lot of self-evaluation, self-reflection, whatever, right? You ask yourself a million what ifs. What if I did this? Would that have been different? But the beautiful thing, in light of me being heartbroken, the beautiful thing of, really something like that, something that's heavy, whether emotional or physical or whatever, right? It feels good to know that the pain is there, the void is there, but you fill that void in with your craft. I'm filling that void in with my business. It consumes the majority of my time. So, when you do get those negative thought loops, that's very normal, right? In something like a breakup. When I get those negative thought loops, I focus back on my vision of when I was a younger man and what I have today, and how far me and my family have come, and within our family business, and me with my goals, dreams, and the ambitions I set out for myself and my family to achieve. It's a good feeling to know that it consumes my life, because it makes dealing with the pain of something like heartbreak, it's like a big distraction, but it's a distraction because we all look for escapism, right? Everyone does it, whether it's video games, drugs, alcohol, recreation, entertainment, sports. We all have our forms of escapism, but man, there's really nothing like a a form of escapism. There's this guy I watch. His name's John Zherka. It's JONZHERKA, Zherka. And he really touches on this subject a lot. And it's true. I'll link his video down in my comment section. And he explains, what a good remedy is to get over something like heartbreak. And it made so much sense that there's a lot of inspiration for this video, and he was a big inspiration to follow through with this breakup as much as it hurt me. If I'm just being transparent. Basically, when you break up with someone, or you go through a big change, right? Like a breakup, you lose your form, you lose your identity, a piece of your identity with that person. That internal world that you had is now gone, right? And it doesn't even have to be heartbreak. Like I said, it could just be a big change in your life, like a new job or something. I don't know. Whatever you guys are going through, right? Whatever big change. And the way he explained it was, your version of your identity with that person is no longer present. So you have to form a new one, and your identity with that person has to be, you have to be holistically individualistic with yourself. You have to have an identity. You have to have your castle built. The next time you step into a relationship or a change, like a career or something like that, and you lay down, each day you're laying down a brick. Not a literal one, but you're laying down bricks towards your new identity, towards something that isolates you, where you yourself are whole, and then you join that new job or that new relationship with you being complete, your castle being built. Like I said, if you're going through a big change, a breakup or something like that, become obsessed with something, anything that helps you lay down a new brick towards this grand castle of your new identity. And I'm telling you, you're going to be so entrenched, you're going to be so busy, so locked in, so focused on that you give it a couple months. Let's say you give it a year. I'm just fresh out of my relationship of 6 years. Each day after that, I solve a problem within my business. I know that it's one more brick I'm laying down towards the ideal life, ideal self, ideal identity that I'm building for myself.